And chickens follow you around. It's kind of very interesting. They just will go anywhere with me. Very interesting concept that I'm trying to figure out what I was going to talk about today. Figured out what I'm going to talk about right now. And that's the concept of once you have a good understanding of knowing who's feeding you, how you eating, how you getting done what you're getting done, it's hard not to let it go. It's hard to try to go somewhere else. It's hard to try and act like you could do it on your own. So just start to really follow what it is that you're pursuing and staying firm with it, staying dedicated with it, because it's going to be able to bring you something absolutely magical. My name is Mark Anthony Dubose Jr. and I was born July 4th, 1986. It's very interesting I come out here. You know, these chickens, they've come to learn, to realize and recognize and appreciate and come to really, in a way, kind of love me, because I'm out here able to just give them something, bring them something, bring them a sense of easiness. Can they come out here and eat all day for free and be able to get what they get and be able to survive and be able to thrive? Heck yeah, they've got everything out here to be able to make sure that they're good to go. They've got an overabundance of every different kind of grasses they want. They got an overabundance of bugs out here. They've got an overabundance of life to be able to live. But there's something that they really appreciate, and that's when I just come and give them a easy bucket of food. That they don't have to struggle anymore. They don't have to work so hard. They don't have to just dig deep to figure out how to be able to eat and how to be able to survive. That they can just come to me. And when they come to me, they know I'm gonna bring them something fantastic for them to eat. And it's something that they actually enjoy even more in a way. It's something that's delicious. It's something that I put together for them. It's something that I have a good understanding of knowing who they are and what they are and able to give them exactly what it is that I know that they really like. And that's the power of what I'm gonna say is what God is to me. That I could be out here doing what I'm doing without the understanding of knowing who Jesus is. I could be out here just making do and just struggling and dabbling here and dabbling there and dabbling all over here and going over there and just all around. I could survive. Heck yeah, I could survive. I could keep on working and keep on going and keep on doing and keep on making what I happen. Make it happen what I need to make happen. But there's something that I've just really come to realize, that I could simplify my life and make my life easier by doing what it is that Jesus is looking for me and guiding for me and pursuing for me to be able to do. And he knows me. He knows everything about me. He knows what I like. He knows what I don't like. He knows what I need. Knows what I don't need. Knows what is going to be even easy for me. It's going to be super simple for me. It's going to be able to just transform my life to be able to bring an ease of access to me. He knows everything about me. He knows the type of food that I like. He knows the type of food that I should stay away from, that it's not really going to help me out. And he knows how to be able to bring it to me on an easy platter, where I don't have to stress and struggle so much for it, that I could just go ahead and get it and be able to have it. It's the same as what I notice with a lot of these animals out here, even say my dogs. My dogs can go out and figure out their own food and find their own food, be able to survive and be able to do what they got to do. They'll just go find the local dumpster, a local waste place, and just hang out and start to eat and start to figure out what to do. The same thing with everything else out of here, that they're going to give me such a high level appreciation. Something that I realize with dogs is super fascinating, that whoever's feeding them, they love you. They really appreciate you. They really care a lot about you. They will do anything for you as long as you're feeding them. And the better that you feed them, man, the better that they're going to take care of you. The better they're going to follow you. The better they're going to take your leadership, because they know that you have the best of the best. They know that you have the greatest of the greatest. It's something that I realized in a dog training school that really threw me for a loop at first, because I was thinking like, no, it's got to be more than just the food. And I'm like, in reality, people, the food is what can get your dog to like you even more. If you just upgrade your food, your dog's probably going to like you way even more than you've ever even could possibly anticipate. And it's the fact that we're giving them an ease of access. It's the fact that we're giving them what they need to survive, what they need to live, what they need to be able to make it on another day. We're giving it to them so easy that they don't have to work for it at all. It's just there. It's just given to them. It's just so simple. And that's the power of what I'm going to say is what Jesus is able to bring us. Something that's so simple. That sometimes you're going to have days where you're just like, I'm not sure. Where I know all these animals out here are like that. That's how these chickens are right now. They're like, I'm not sure, dude. You used to be steady with how much you gave me my stuff. Now you're kind of, you're pushing and you're leaning out a little bit. It's like, yeah, I I can't overflow you. I can't give you too much to lead you to destruction. Because if I keep on going that route, then they're not going to be able to actually live a full and a whole life. It's something that, for me, I just had to kind of, hey guys, there's no food on my shoe. For me, I had to really just take a good thinking of with that concept of knowing that sometimes there's going to be times when it's plentiful, where things just come going. And that's in a way to be able to get you in a specific situation, in a specific place, to be able to do a specific task and on a specific purpose. And sometimes it's not going to be so plentiful. It's going to be like, wow, it's kind of dry. It's kind of slowing back a little bit. It's because maybe at the same time that the way that I can really look at it with these chicks out here is you're going too much and too far. That I want to be able to give them the overabundance, but I can't, because then they're going to just lead to destruction. They're going to get so big, so much, so fast that they're not going to be able to have a long life, a healthy life, a fulfilling life. They're gonna end up in just devastation of just crippling themselves and not being able to just continue to keep on going. And it's very interesting to me because I just kind of just look at my life and see it that way. That God could give me it all, everything. Jesus could just say, here you go, Mark. Here you go, man. You got it. You got all the riches. You got all of this. You got all of that. And go ahead and live your life. But what enjoyment is that? What fun is that? What? Hey guys, y'all gonna let's get moving a second. What is that gonna be able to bring to us, to be able to really show us greatness on this planet, to be able to humble us, to be able to bring us a sort of satisfaction that is just going to be able to upgrade our lives in a way, instead of just putting us in a situation that we're constantly needing more and more and more and more and more, because you're never going to run into the place of satisfaction where you're just getting more and more and more and more and more. You're going to run into a problem that you just don't know what to even do next. And sometimes I kind of put myself in that situation where I have too much and I don't know where to put it and what to do next. That you got to kind of like get up and do a little bit more, a different kind of way. And that's what's going on out here with these guys. They used to just hang out. They used to just hang out in the barn. I don't know if I can call it a barn. Hey Oreo, not too far, man. They used to just hang out in the barn. They never even would consider to come out here, because they were just getting to the point of just overindulging too much and way too much, that they're not getting their full experience of life. They were hindering themselves and keeping themselves locked in a tiny little home that was just, they were just pooping in it all day. They were just sleeping in under poop all day. They were just stuck in there, not getting a fulfilled life in any sort of way. And then once I started changing things up with what was going on with them, that's when they start to branch out, start to come out here. Then they start to realize, like, wow, this is pretty interesting. This is nice. They still do appreciate when I give them that extra food for them to be able to have each day. But they also have realized the abundance that's out here, that there is an unlimited abundance for them to be able to get for themselves. And that's something that is just super interesting to me, that just kind of really puts a lot of thought in me behind what it is that I do and what it is that I want to continue to keep on doing. That sometimes being able to just have it all. Dang, homie, that hurt. You done bit me pretty hard. Sometimes being able to have it all and wanting to be able to have it all is not going to be able to fulfill you in any sort of way. It's going to set you in absolute destruction. And that destruction is going to be something that is just really not going to give you what I think that you want. And what I think that these chickens would want is just a whole free thing full of food to just stand and eat. But their health is going to decline, for one, by just sitting in the barn, going nowhere, pooping all day, not able to just clean, not able to go. I would never be able to keep up with it. There's no one on the planet that'd be able to keep up with it. That's why for me, I just couldn't eat that food that comes out of no factory farms, because that's all that they do. From birth, they sit in the same area, they never clean it, and they just eating and pooping, and it's just disgusting. They don't have a life. They don't have any way to be able to get themselves to be clean. They don't have any way to be able to get themselves to be healthy. They're just always living in just disgust and nastiness. And that's something that I want to be able to know for a fact that I can get my own self away from, is the disgust and the nastiness, that I got to keep on moving forward with doing something and keep on cruising forward with doing something. That sometimes just having it all is not going to be able to bring that moving forward in us. It's going to actually just bring us to a backward state, and a backward state of just destroying us. And with that, man, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for a very interesting day for me. I went on a serious walk, more of a run. serious one today that really got into me to really think a lot about what it is that I'm doing out here and where it is that I want to be able to go and what it is that I want to continue to keep on pursuing and what it is that I do that I need to let go of and what it is that I need to do to just keep on working with and get further into it. And I'm just so thankful to just be able to have the opportunity to be able to say even have the time. And it's not even the time, it's the allocating the time to be able to force myself and make myself to do something, to go somewhere, to be about something, to make it happen regardless. That I do a lot of stuff when people are still asleep. I do a lot of stuff when people are just, I don't knows and I'm unsure. I do a lot of stuff when I just don't care. Yesterday was pouring. Today, I have a specific different place that I like going to that it's, I don't have to worry so much about the rain. That I still make it happen regardless of what's going on. I don't care. Hey, Johnny, let's get down. You keep hitting my tripod, man. We can't keep doing that. You got all this space, but yeah, you got to keep hitting my tripod. We can't keep doing that. Okay, you can go. It's just very interesting to just keep on going and keep on doing and keep on making it happen regardless. And it's something for me that I just would want to push more people to just get outside and get out and do something. Get outside and do something completely different than you're used to doing. And force yourself to do it at first. Because once you get past that, I forcing yourself, you're going to start to have to do it and want to do it and enjoy doing it. Then now when I get to walking, it's like I can't even walk. I gotta start running. And that's not for everyone. I wouldn't recommend anyone to run in reality. My recommendation is to walk. Running is very hard on the body and hard on ourselves that you might not need to have to do it. But since I've been doing that since I was 3-4 years old, it's kind of something that's just I'm all about. It's part of who I am and what I'm all about. But I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend just going for a nice walk. Going outside and hanging out and seeing some different stuff and being around some different stuff, seeing some different people, being around a whole bunch of different situations that you've never ever put yourself in. And it's something that is going to be able to bring a sense of security to you, a sense of, that's a good word, enlightenment to you. It's going to be able to brighten you up and be able to get you set up to be able to do something and be about something that's so much greater than just you. Because you're going to be around this earth and around this land. And I'm telling you, and I'm guaranteeing and promising you that there's something somewhere near you that you can go to that is an absolutely beautiful place to be able to be, that you should go check it out. And you should check it out sooner than later, because you may not be able to have the opportunity at some point because of the way that, like this is going on with this construction stuff around here, especially me, and I know it goes on everywhere, that for some reason it's like they want to get rid of it everywhere. And I get it, but it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I just want to say thank you.